Hi, this is Ivan and welcome to the channel again. We're still here at Flight Sim Expo 2023. I'm talking to Steven from Navigraph. And Steven, tell me about your history with Navigraph. What do you do there?
I'm one of the founders of Navigraph.
Excellent.
We founded Navigraph 20 years ago.
Okay.
Me and my colleague Magnus did this. At the time, we were like consultants while being students, so we had like a company in our dorm, basically.
Okay.
So we were doing websites. We doing like a CMS system for SAS Flight Support Group, which was like the predecessor to what is now Navigraph. So one thing led to another, and we started. We had some context there that said we have a bunch of people trying to buy charts and data for flight simulation, and we were a bit curious to what this user base would actually use this for.
Okay.
So we started exploring this. We got in contact with these people, and we actually got a license from NAVDU, or SAS Flight Support Group.
Excellent.
And that was the sort of starting point for Navigraph 20 years ago, and from there, basically we've been growing, although it's only in the last 10 years that we've been actually sort of focusing full time and also expanding the company with employees. So we're now 25 people.
I noticed it last night when we were at the
Right.
keynote, you guys did the keynote,
Yeah.
and you guys asked how many people here use Navigraph. And I mean, it looked like, I don't know how many people were in the audience, there was a lot,
Right.
but almost everybody raised their hand.
Yeah.
And then you guys said, okay, well, how many are using charts? And everybody's hand, I don't think anybody even put their hands out.
Right.
So that had to feel good. And B, I mean, I do feel like your product is more, ubiquitous is the right word, but I do feel like it's used quite often. Who's using it the most? What kind of flight simulator would benefit from Navigraph?
I think, we try to support as many platforms, use cases as possible. So we try to be a part of the sim, we try to be outside of the sim. So any type of use case you are looking for, we try to have some sort of solution for you. So, for example, we support X-Plane, we support MSFS, we support Prepared, and a whole range of add-ons. And we try to be as supportive as possible with add-on manufacturers. So if they are interested in nav data or charts or flight planning, we can often find a solution so that it's basically the third-party developers that are driving a lot of the development, because their customers are asking them what their aircraft should be doing, and we can deliver that to them. So that's one aspect. The other is our own chart products.
Sure.
Where we have support on basically any type of device, iOS, iPhone, Android. So basically, if you want to fly, however you want to fly, we try to find a solution for it. And now with the mobile app coming out, you could basically sit on the train, on the commute home, or in the bus, or at work. Well, maybe not, but technically,
sure.
And plan the flight for the night. So yeah, we try to just be where people want us to be.
I love how you can have it. You can load it onto a smaller screen and have it up. I think it's indispensable, really, especially if you're doing any kind of, long distance flight.
Right.
I love how Navigraph 8, because that's the current iteration, I believe, and it's so clean looking. It's very pleasant to look at.
Right.
It seems like you guys are very responsive to your customers. Did you guys get feedback in the past? I mean, it does look so much more. I mean, it's just more easy to look at.
Right. No, I think, everything we do is basically driven by user feedback. So we have the survey, which is running. We get this bird's eye picture of what the community wants and where everything is going. But then, of course, we have our own channels, like the forum, Discord, where people can submit their feature requests. And so we're really listening to what people want. And by building this Charts 8 iteration, which was basically from ground up, totally new, we built it on a common code base, even though we have a wide range of platforms, so we can more rapidly push out new features, like weather, for example, the other day. But it wasn't only that, we had also this mobile-first approach,
Okay.
so that the user interface isn't really an after construct. We had future features in mind when we designed it. So not only the code is easy to expand on, but also the user interface. So that's why I also think it looks good, because we had that in the plan from the beginning. So it's not like a patchwork, even though we're adding new features.
I think I'm hearing that from a lot of developers these days, where they're looking at their code. I don't know what changed in the industry, but after being established, now they're writing code with the idea of being able to change and add features as it comes.
Right.
I guess to make it easier to make changes for your customer base. I do love how, if you are not just into flight simulation, but flight simulation with like VATSIM and Pilot Edge, I think your product integrates really well into those home setups and really helps with the whole immersive nature of this. I think that's pretty awesome. Do you guys get feedback from any of the VATSIM or Pilot Edge folks specifically, or just through the community itself?
We get lots of feedback, and I mean, VATSIM AVIO integration is something we're looking for in the fall.
Oh, wow.
So hopefully those networks will come into the Navigraph app, like as traffic networks. You can see where people fly, what airspaces are controlled, etc., frequencies, etc. So that's one of the next projects that we have planned.
So you guys are definitely forward thinking and forward looking, and you're not just sitting around and enjoying the current success. That's awesome. Well, Stephen, I appreciate your time so much. Thank you. You guys are busy, and again, coming at you from Flight Expo 2023 at the Navigraph booth. A lot of you guys out there use Navigraph. You have subscriptions to it, and that's awesome. You're supporting this community, and you guys keep it up, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for doing it.